Denise Lee Armstrong raped and killed U.P. Newton. It started when I did a Scare Straight show in Oakland, California. I was connected to the youth authority, and the jail was connected to it. He was in that jail. Um, we did the Scare Straight, and the next thing you know, the TV crew left, and everyone was still in there. Well, the prisoners started picking the kids they wanted, and they took them all into the rooms and raped them. Uh, Dennis C. Armstrong was one of the people who were in that, who came inside that jail, who did these things. It was his Cult of Dennis Lee members of Oakland, California. Uh, they took me to UP Newton's jail cell because I had spoken so eloquently to everyone in the staff about rights of young gang members and children of all races. I met UEP Newton, and he was very happy to meet me. He was so glad that he wanted me to lead the future of the Black Panther Party. I said I would think about it. Uh, then they came in and they said, okay, well, now it's your turn to get raped. And I was like, what? So I started fighting. I fought my way. UP jumped up and other prisoners jumped up, and they blocked me and him from being attacked. In order for the staff who were involved and the prisoners who were involved, for me to leave, UP Newton made a deal to give up his sanity and his non-drug addiction, never to do drugs, to keep me safe and to get me out of the prison and the jail. He did so. He was attacked, he was assaulted, he was raped by the prison guards and the prisoners, and Dennis Lee Armstrong, the Cult of Dennis Lee members from Shelley Street and Vandale. Later, I came across him in Oakland, California. They had him on the streets as a prostitute. They were making him do this. He didn't want to, he told me. They were sticking him with needles of heroin and making him do these things. And no one, everyone in Oakland thought he was gay and that he gave up and, became a prostitute. No, it wasn't that at all. Didn't see them beat him into doing this, and they kept beating him, and they made him so skinny and weight that he had no way to fight back because no one wanted to back him. Everyone thought he was just a gay drug addict. But we'll come to find out, as we were hanging out, I was with a girl I was seeing. Dennis showed up and surrounded us. He raped Filipino and the girl. I fought back out into the street. When I fought back out into the street, I came around, and the members of the community that were African American gang members of that community in Oakland, I had already hung out with, so I had earned my respect. They saw those members from California that were from Santa Ana, and they're like, "What the hell are you guys doing here? We kicked you out of our neighborhood before. Dennis, what the hell are you doing here?" And he's like, "Well, I run the CIA, and I go where the hell I want. We run Oakland, and we run everybody. We'll take your ass to jail, and I'll fuck you up the ass." And they were like, "What?" So Dennis took off running as we started to fight. Well, they surrounded the two members, multiple members that were from those different groups who were there. Next thing you know, the police show up. They surround us. Everyone comes and they're like, "Okay, we know who's who. What's going on?" And everyone said, "Well, they killed UP Newton." And he was like, "Who?" And they were like, "Dennis Lee Armstrong and those members from Santa Ana." So everyone said, "What?" And all the gang members were there, and all the police were there, and they're like, and next thing you know, Dennis runs up. "Oh, I'm CIA. I'm running a special operation. I got the killer. I got the killer. It's Psycho from Watergate Crips." And everybody looked at me and say, "No, no, it's not." He said, "No, Dennis. You admitted it to everybody in prison, jail, and all over Oakland that you were the one that did it. You admitted it because all those different members were standing right there with me. And they saw what happened. They saw everybody run him down and then shoot him. And then run out and throw the gun and act like, oh, blame it on him. But you see, those members of that neighborhood said, "No, It's not going out like that. So they surrounded Dennis Lee Armstrong and the members who did this. And so did the police. Now, they asked me to leave. I turned my back, not wanting to turn my back. I turned my back and looked over my shoulder and kept walking. As I walked out of the neighborhood, I could hear shouting. Who knew that every time I see Dennis Lee Armstrong, and I see him a lot because he's my neighbor, unfortunately for me, because he's keeping me trapped in North Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the same man on heroin, meth, Dennis Lee Armstrong. The same man that ran everybody into hell with false flag operations from the CIA. Even when they took his CIA post, he still controls the underground here in North Las Vegas, Nevada. And he ain't stopping assaulting me and attacking me, as you can see them walk by. So now you know who did it, who killed Huey P. Newton. And they want to try to say, I'm a snitch? No. See, I ain't a snitch. I'm a survivor of all your crap that you've been doing since 1980. And now the world can know. All the black people can know. All the white people can know. All the Asians, Latinos, everyone can know that you killed a civil rights leader. You tried to kill Obama. You tried to kill Trump. You tried to kill Biden. And you tried to kill Bush Sr. and Bush. See, these were assassination attempts that I witnessed. And most of them, I know I was there for all the ones that I took down and stopped. Now, I may be a lot of things, a Marine and a Navy SEAL, but I ain't a snitch. I ain't snitched on nobody. I just did my job and took out the trash when the time came, as my homeboys would want me to do. Why? Because when you live in America and you work your butt off to be in the military and you get an opportunity, you take that opportunity and you serve your country, you come home and you learn how to work a job and work your ass off to provide for your family. And that's what I've been doing. But see, culture didn't see want to destroy me. They want to destroy everything I create. Every time I figure out something and try to save somebody and do something, they want to come up with their propaganda. Well, they've been sending stuff to Europe as I'm sending in America. They're sending to Europe saying they got new intelligence on this person, new intelligence on this person. No, they ain't got no intelligence. Why? Because they're idiots. Why? Because they ain't killed more people around the world and I have backups to all my backups and people who know that they did it. Now you know. This is just a snatch and grab for Dennis Lee Armstrong. But for me, this is not a gnat on a dog's back or any other part. This is the greatest lion you ever seen in the jungle. Mixed with a dragon. And you should die now on death row or in The Hague. And your little members who think, oh, we're going to die or we're going to be great. We're going to be famous for all the stuff they do to me. Do you mind for a second? You wanted to be famous? Now you ain't going home and you ain't going nowhere. Marked. You wanted to be big bad gang members in North Las Vegas, Nevada. You wanted power. You wanted to show the world how strong you are. Look at all the drugs. Look at all the women. No, you kidnap people and children and rape them. So now you fucking die. I don't care if it's an electric chair or if they hang you or if they cut your legs off and make you walk the plank upside down. Why? Because dead men like you who have diseases, they don't, when you go to prison or jail, you don't go home. They bury you by cremation, throw you in a box, throw you over the board, and then they in the trash, and then they say, well, you serve the rest of your life in prison. You don't go home to your family. They don't get your ashes. You don't get to go home. You die there. You do the rest of your time. And if you don't do your time there, well, guess what? Now your motherfuckers can run and do y'all time here. Why? Because they've been raping y'all anyway, and you like it.